Okay, so it is Tuesday, May 18th, and I'm going to do my recap. Small day, made 320 bucks. Not much, trading small size. It is what it is, but I'm happy. I had two trades, two green trades. So we're starting to rebuild, taking smaller size, trying to work on the strategies, work on best practices again, and starting to rebuild. After the drawdown, it's something that I feel is necessary. And if I have a good week, then next week I may start to ramp it up again and so on. So yeah, just small day. I had some good things, some bad things, not some bad things, some things I could have done better. But again, playbook trades, man, it's so important to do your playbook trades and so important to stick to your game plan no matter what. And today is another day of that. So my first trade, my main trade was going to be Uber. I really liked Uber in the beginning because it was an R4 to R5 breakout trade. But then when it got above R5 and it got a little bit extended here pre market, I'm like, okay, this is a really good R5 short. Back to R5, maybe R4, even more. So I really, really like this trade. My other main setup was Riot, although I wasn't too keen on it. I saw Riot like really got down pre market and it came around this level of all L4, and there was a lot of resistance from yesterday. It was literally, I mean, the daily open from yesterday was there. You had a lot of support, pre-market support from yesterday. So yeah, I mean, and maybe if it would have gone down a little bit more, could have been an L4 to L5 setup. But for me, it was a little bit extended. So that was my other one. I also had MVIS, which was really choppy, didn't trade for an R3 to R4 breakout, didn't really work out. And then I had AMC I didn't have. There was another trade. Oh, Walmart. Walmart was also an above R5 setup. I wasn't too strong on this setup because it had more or less a strong pre-market, but still, there is a tendency that when these stocks are above R5, they tend to be overextended. And yeah, that was the setup that I was looking for. So first trade that I took was in Uber. I got in uh, at 9:30:43. I usually like waiting for the second minute, but okay, I didn't wait. I went in. I went short with only 400 shares, which is not much, to be honest. I thought I would have gone in with more. Oh, no, I went short with 800 shares. That's it. Yeah, I went short with 800 shares, and my first target was R5, and I think I did follow through. I partialed. I got out at 932. I got out at 930, so 4098, 4098, so around here, this level. And then I left a little bit on, and the problem was that I added. So I saw this rejection around here, and I decided to add 700 shares at 4980. And then the problem is, I wanted to add around here, and I added like really, really late. I didn't like the ad that I did. It was 935, basically at the low of this candle. Like as soon as I was trying to go into the trade, it didn't work out. I saw this shooting star elongated. I saw this again, and then I got a little bit late. So I did give back a little bit of money on this trade. I got stopped out around here, 48. You probably see the stop out, 4902, 4902. I didn't really like it. And then the last I got my stop loss above the VWAP. So yeah, not the I'm a little bit upset that I added, to be honest. I mean, not really because it looked good, but I gave back. I'm upset a little bit at the price where I did. I would have liked it to be much tighter. I mean, believe it or not, it's 20 cents. It is a big difference. So yeah, I think I decided to go short one more time, and it just didn't work out. So I decided to go short one more time around here, and it just didn't work out. Got stopped out, and I had a very, very, very small winner in Uber. I think I tried to catch this move again off of the bounce of R5, just didn't work out. Small winner. I don't even know how much I made in Uber. Yeah, nothing. So I was up like 200 and something bucks, and then with the bigger size, I just lost the money that I had. So that was that. I did trade, however, Walmart did have a little bit more success there. So I went short Walmart. I was only traded Walmart and Uber today, so it wasn't much. And again, I'm trading small size. I'm trading small size, so but I'm happy with the best practice. But whatever. I went short Walmart the first time, and this was a little bit of a stretch. So I was looking at it here to go short here, but I'm like, I don't like it, man. These two like elongated candles from the bottom, that's buying pressure. You have this hammer here. You also have this that broke the daily open, and although this was a good candle, it was coming right into the 5 minute 9 EMA, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, no, the 5 minute 9 EMA was also a little bit higher. I just didn't like it. So I decided to hold off from it. I decided to just monitor Uber, see if I could take another trade in something else. But yeah, what I did take it is right around here, 943. So I took the trade right over here, and again, you see that like it's a bit overextended. I should have been more aware, and this is something that I'm going to be more on the lookout for next time. Because it came right into the pre-market highs and then got rejected. So this is a very, very important level that I'm going to look at next time. And pay attention to. Very important. Because in these R5 setup, that's what usually happens. It gets to the pre-market high. I mean, or if it's gonna work, what's gonna happen is it's gonna get rejected immediately and it's gonna start gapping down, or perhaps it's gonna get to the pre-market high and then it's gonna get rejected and come down. So I went short. I knew I was risking it. I wasn't happy with the trade. I went short 300 shares and got out really quickly. It was right at the daily open. I just didn't like it. I know this thing was gonna pull back, so not good. What I did do then, I went short 400 shares at 946. So again, I went short here, and I didn't really like it either. So I went short, and I was like, not the best price action, yada yada. Get stopped out real quickly. Didn't lose much money. I didn't want to have, didn't want to put myself in the red. Didn't want to, put in too much unnecessary risk in a sell that I wasn't too happy with. So yeah, and then I waited a few more minutes, and at 956, so right here, I went short. Why did I go short? I was seeing a lot of selling pressure by level 2. In the level 2, I saw this like kind of like engulfing candle, and I also saw this like a double top. So I realized that the first time it rejected here pre-market, and this didn't even get to that level. So I was like, okay, I really gotta get short. And again, I went short small size. Other times I would have gone short 500, 600, 800 shares. This time I just went 300. But I'm very happy with the trade. I mean, not very happy. I'm content. I took my first partial at the daily open. I did do that. So if you can see here, buy to cover. Okay, you can see it here, 143.47. So at the daily open, and the rest, not too happy. I did panic a little bit. I took it right over here. Yeah, something that I still have to work on. 147, 142.75. So I took it right over here. It did have more downside move. It did come all the way down here. There was no real reason to exit. I knew R5 was a shot away, but I should have still let it play out, Didn't break the 5 minute 9 EMA, none of that. I should have let it play out. So yeah, I mean that put me the day up $300, $320, not much, but we're starting to rebuild. It's my second green day in a row, so we're starting to rebuild. We're getting slowly but surely. I want to focus on best practices. I'm still up $1,700 this week so far, so that's okay. So yeah, I am happy with my risk management. I was very happy to. I'm very quick to put my stop losses real quick and my targets, and yeah. But again, I mean, what are the lessons for today? So again, I would say playbook trades really work. They keep working time and time again. Uber in this setup that is above R5, the first target is R5, then it's R4, and then it can keep going if the 9 EMA is coming into play to the 5 minute 9 EMA. In this case, it didn't. I tried to add here, which I think was a little bit of a mistake. I mean, was it a mistake? I don't know, because it can very well not be a mistake and it can keep coming down. Like, for example, we have Baidu here. We have Baidu. I'm going to add this to my playbook. You see it's above R5. It has like a lot of weakness, and then if I could have added R5, I would have had a great move. Why didn't I trade Baidu? Man, I don't even know why I stopped looking at it. So I guess I was looking at it at here. I don't know why I didn't. It's a shame, man, because that was a really I would have traded this. No doubt, no doubt about it. And this was actually picture perfect, man. Picture perfect above R5 setup. It gets all the way down to L3. I mean, that is picture fucking perfect. But yeah. Lessons. Well, yeah, lessons is I'm okay. Lessons is, hey, if I size up in playbook setups, especially this playbook setup, was really, um, offering just great returns for me, great at least opportunities, and it's gonna keep offering good returns, I think, in my opinion, like if I just size up in a couple of trades, playbook trades, I'm fine. Let's say I go 2,000 shares short. I went in, I think it was 49.60. I got into this trade, right? Uber social 49.46. Okay, so 49.46. So right above here. If I would have gone like 2,000 shares, I get down to R5. That's $1,000. It's only 2,000 shares. So it is just very important to keep taking these playbook setups, and buy it. Let's just say I go show with 500 shares, and I let the whole thing play out. Let's say I just get in here or whatever. That's $4,000, $5,000. With not the biggest size ever. So just goes to show, man, best practices, playbook trades, time and time again, are going to offer really, really good rewards. Tight stop losses. You put an entry. You take a trade. You have the exit and the target. So you have the stop loss and the target set up, and then you just let it play out. Maybe you can tighten your stop loss, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, as long as the trade is going in your direction. Like there's no reason to give back the whole profit of a good trade. But yeah, like that should be the key idea of how to really play it out. So yeah, that's a recap. Yeah, I'm just again focusing on taking small winners, trying to rebuild. Hopefully, it's going to be tough to not have a red month. I'm 30. Cannot be. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, I'm down $3,300. I can make it happen. I can make it happen. I can make it happen. I think I can. It is doable, man. It is really doable. And there's still 8 days, 9 days left in the month. So it could be possible that I can, But again, look, I had like 2 days where I lost, $3,000. It's a lot of money. It is a lot of money. Imagine I would have stopped with 500, 500 shares. I would be up the month, not by much, but I would still be up for the month $1,000 only. I would be up. Is that possible? Yeah, it will be possible. Yeah, we'll be just up $1,000 this month. Yeah, not much, but at least I wouldn't be down 3,300. That's pretty bad still. But whatever, it's better than being down 3,000. So, and again, it works for the psyche. It's everything. It's a whole thing. It's not only because then I wouldn't be trading smaller size again, etc. So it is important to really stay disciplined, man. It's so important. There's no way around it, man. You have to stay disciplined in this game, man. There's just no fucking way around it. And yeah, I think BNTX was another above R5 setup. Yeah, man, like they just work these R5 setups, man. They just work time and time again. The KNGs here with super big size here in the last $1,800. And that stupid trade that did end up working out. Here again, I went really big size. Yeah. And Riot, super important, man, to really keep on with the good practices time and time again. I guess here we're getting stopped out well. And then here I just fucked it up. Yeah, with SQ, no playbook trade. What was I trying to do? Yeah, there was no playbook trade. I guess SQ was probably above. Who knows, man. The thing is, like, yeah, best practices was gonna get me to being the trader that I can again. And look, if I keep trading well, I can add size more and more and more, and I can make back the money quickly. Again, it just takes. We just said like this trade with 500 shares. If left, okay, let's just say I leave it here. To R4, which would have been the first target. R5 would have been the first. I don't think R5 would have been the first target, to be honest, given this trade. Maybe. I don't think so. But yeah, let's just say getting here, that's 2,000 bucks, with 500 shares. So one trade, and that's one trade. And I had these trades, so many times. I mean, BNTX, we had this last week, didn't we? Let's see, BNTX, that's where I had a good trade. No, where was this? 20 days. We're going 20 days. Okay, here, you see? I would have let it go all the way. I took it here, let it get all the way, 500 shares. That's another, 3,500 for, 3,500 bucks just to R4. So again, super important to really take these playbook trades, let the trade play out, etc., etc. Like what would be the game plan here? Well, let's just say I got in here, but let's just say you get in here. First target R5, second target R4. But if it doesn't work out, I can put the stop right above R4, R5, and what's the worst case scenario? I make 1,500 bucks. That's the worst case scenario. Then I can enter in again, put my first target R4, and then a little bit more there. So just goes to show, man. Just goes to show how important following your targets is. So yeah, that's my setup for today. Keep doing the same thing. Tight stop. I mean entry. Every trade that I enter has a stop loss and a target, and I leave that and I let it play out. So if I do that consistently over and over and over and over and over, I'm going to be profitable and make money. Not every day, but most of the days. And the days that I lose money, it's not going to be too bad. So yeah, that's my recap, and I hope you guys enjoy and have a good day.